The senator from Vermont.
I ask consent that the call of the quorum be dispensed with.
Without objection.
I thank the distinguished presiding officer, my neighbor in New Hampshire. I want to thank Senator Warren for her leadership on a matter of great importance to millions of Americans. In October, the Social Security beneficiaries received some upsetting news. I know it was upsetting to a lot of Vermonters, and I've talked with a lot of those Vermonters in grocery stores and on street corners, even coming out of church on Sunday. For the third time in 40 years, the Social Security Administration announced in 2016 Social Security payments will not include a cost of living increase. Now, unless Congress acts, seniors and others who receive Social Security benefits will not see an additional dime in payments this year. For the nearly two-thirds of beneficiaries who depend on Social Security for at least half of their income, and for the 24% of those where Social Security is the sole source of income, news isn't just distressing, it's devastating. I'm not going to take the time here, but I could tell so many stories from what Vermonters have told me, and I share their concern. So in order to address this issue, I am proud to stand with thousands of Vermonters and millions of Americans and to support Senator Warren's bill to provide Social Security recipients, those who receive disability benefits, and veterans, among others, a one-time payment next year. The payment would be equivalent to an average increase of 3.9%. Incidentally, that's the same pay increase that the top CEOs in the United States saw last year. Now, many in Congress have turned a blind eye to the problems facing Social Security. They argue that we can't, as a country, possibly afford to spend resources on our seniors. But every year, hardworking Americans subsidize billions of dollars in tax subsidies for the compensation packages of corporate CEOs. By no longer allowing corporations to receive tax deductions for performance pay packages for their executives, we could give a one-time emergency payment to our nation's seniors, and we could increase the solvency of the Social Security Trust Fund without adding a penny to the deficit. It's a win-win. It's a matter of priorities. Are we as a country going to support the millions of Americans and the thousands of Vermonters who depend upon Social Security to make ends meet? Or are we going to continue to allow the country's top CEOs, whose average salary, incidentally, in 2014 topped $16 million each, more than $1 million a month, to continue to rake in billions of dollars thanks to the performance pay tax loophole? The choice should be clear. Social Security is an immensely important program. I mean, if these CEOs want to make more money, fine, but don't do it using a special tax loophole to do it. We ought to be thinking about those Social Security recipients. It's an immensely important program. It's helped millions of Americans stay out of poverty once they enter retirement. This program has always represented a strong commitment to our nation's seniors. Ever since Ida Mae Fuller of Vermont received the first Social Security check issued, vulnerable seniors have had a safety net to fall back on in retirement or to supplement individual retirement savings or pensions. Support for this bill represents a continued commitment to our nation's seniors and also those with disabilities in an uncertain economy. So I hope we redouble our commitment to seniors and veterans and those with disabilities in this country. Pass this important legislation. It's the least we can do. Madam President, I yield the floor.